There's a lot of ways to build a boat in Raft. Hi friends, and welcome back to Raft. This game is a great combination of a survival simulator and a creative building canvas. So whether you're a survival purist or an artist at heart, there's infinite ways to build up a raft that suits your needs. Today, we're going to talk about the types of builders that you'll encounter throughout the Raft community, ranging from some easy-to-build boats, all the way up to those rafts that took 1,000 hours to build. So stick around to see which variety suits you the best. I've built most of the rafts featured in this video myself, but there were definitely a few that I needed help with, so those rafts and creators will be credited down in the description below. Be sure to give them some love, and also make sure to check out the Raft Reddit page too for some inspiration if you're feeling lax in your own building attempts. But without further ado, let's dive into the world of different raft builders. You just started playing Raft. You're not entirely sure what you were put on this planet to do yet, but you do know that Jeremiah the Shark is your biggest threat. He's already eaten several pieces of your modest boat, your first water purifier, and a good chunk of your precious early resources too. He may as well have taken a piece of your soul with him. But at this point, you've learned that the only parts of your raft that are in danger are those unlucky pieces around the outside. Anything inside that perimeter is safe for at least another 5 minutes, which is good enough for you at this point. So the easy solution is probably the right one. Just build a really big raft and smack all your valuables right in the center and boom! You're safe from the shark for at least another day. But no one warned you about how easy it would be to morph into the hoarder. After you've played for a bit, you've started to realize just how important all of that junk floating on top of the water really is. It's always so nice to have some extra on hand, because who knows, you might just need it for that next project you're working on. So why not keep a chest of it on hand just in case? Or maybe 2 chests. Or maybe 5. Of every single material. The Hoarder's Raft may or may not feature some beautiful building, but it's always centered around that glorious storeroom. It's your raft's best feature, and you're definitely not ashamed to show off how wealthy you are. The minimalist is the antithesis of everything the hoarder aspires to be. Just enough of everything, for the devil is found in excess. You may keep a singular crate or 2 of spare resources on hand, but it's nothing to write home about. You live your best life by clinging onto the bare necessities. A simple source of food and water, a place to rest your head, and just a little shelter is all you need to explore the vast world out in front of you. If you don't have what you need to make something new, no worries, it'll come in time. If you don't need it now, there's no point in holding on to it anyways. You're all about the little things in life and finding pleasure in the present. The collector shares some similarities with the hoarder and the minimalist in equal proportions. Your raft is designed to gather as much of that floating debris as your human mind can comprehend. Whether or not you keep it is irrelevant, just the simple act of gathering resources makes you happy. These rafts may not be efficient for any other purpose, but at least they make for great AFK resource grinding and ease some of the stresses of your survival experience. I'd be willing to bet that you have at least 200 collection nets on your raft, and that at least half of them are full and waiting to be cleared out. The good news is, you're never in a rush for anything you need, it's just waiting in the nets for you. We all love some good pixel art, and we love creative designs, so it comes as no surprise that we can make some pretty cool pixel art in Raft using foundations. I have major respect for people who can make more complex art, but it comes at a cost. These museum pieces may look amazing from up above, but good luck trying to make any sense of it at ground level. You'll need even more luck if you want to take this raft design into survival. If you fall into the architect category, you probably don't care too much about the base of your raft itself. That's just your canvas to build up your masterpiece. For you, building a raft is all about the stuff we put on top of the water, not in the water. So whether it's something like this quaint little house or a full-blown city, there's no shortage of creative opportunities for you. Although it definitely wouldn't hurt to spruce up that foundation a little bit too. If you know anything about speedrunning Raft, you'll know that it can be heavily RNG dependent and luck based. But there's one aspect of the run that's set in stone, your raft layout. This design is the most resource efficient and smallest fully functional raft that can reach the radio tower. It's super easy to build and features 2 smelters to get all that metal and copper you'll need, but that's pretty much it. It's a small, simple raft designed to go fast. There's a surprising amount of builders out there who somehow manage to create the most amazing replicas or real-life inspired ships. From the USS Voyager to the Black Pearl, there's truly a lot of dedication and hard work that goes into making this style of raft. Someone even remade the cruise ship from the second-story location as their raft, which is insane. Building one of these bad boys can take hundreds of hours in survival. It takes long enough in creative. If you're in this category, hats off to you, it could never be me. The grinder is a happy medium between a lot of the other building types we've seen before, but they're definitely focused on completing just one major project. Everything else is a stepping stone along that path, so whether that final goal is beating the story or building something amazing, these rafts are always a strange combination of form and function in a beautifully chaotic boat. It's almost like a glimpse into the way that they process the world, slowly picking away at one problem as they strive towards that final destination. Sometimes raft doesn't make sense. Sometimes people don't make sense. The magician's raft is the perfect combination of those two things. Physics simply don't apply to you. You're living your best life defying gravity, so good luck with that, I guess. Once the renovation update was released, the decorator went ham with all those new blocks and aesthetic features. It may not be the most refined raft, but you're thoroughly enjoying the experience of finding new ways to use all of the creative items that came with the update. I'm certainly not saying that these rafts don't look excellent, but there's always just a lot going on. You've got a great eye for clutter and giving life to your build. You also clearly have a simple zest for life, and I love that for you. I'll totally admit that I am very jealous of the interior design specialist. You have an eye for all of Raft's unique materials and items, and you use them to build a room more beautiful than any I've ever been in real life. You somehow managed to take a relatively mundane set of materials and turn it into a place that I'm pretty sure I could live in if I had to. Your creativity is truly limitless, and I'm gonna assume that you'd be a lot of fun to be around too if those bright colors and sense of style say anything. Your raft feels homey and lived in, not just some random clutter thrown around for the sake of detail. You've got an eye for the small things, and again, I'm jealous. Somehow, somewhere, there exists an eldritch being that combines all of the other types of raft builders into some perfect creature. We're talking mega yachts brimming with resources and full of features to explore. You're determined to have the best raft out there, so you spent the past 2 years of your raft perfecting every nook and cranny on your enormous boat. Every animal has their own specialized care system. Every plant has a garden. There's not a single thing that you could want for that you don't already have, but somehow you're still motivated to keep going. Either that, or you're absolutely honed in on doomsday prepping for Chapter 3 so you can experience all of the new features as soon as they're released, which I totally don't blame you for. So that does it for the different types of builders and raft. Let me know in the comments down below what category you belong to, and whether it's a combination or you think that I described you perfectly. Also, be sure to let me know if I missed the way that you build. Anyways, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps me out. I hope to see you all again soon, but until then, have a great day.